Today I'm going to spend 8 minutes speaking in the most confusing and impossible idioms you've never heard of. And if you can't figure out what I'm saying, you'll lose a challenge. But if you do, I'll give you $1,000. No, I'm joking. Hey everyone, and welcome to Wisdom Matrix. Today I came up with the phrases your grandparents might use, the ones that make you cock your head like a confused puppy. We'll talk 20 of these linguistic and their deeper meanings. So, let's get started. Our first idiom takes us back to biblical times, and no, it's not about parting the Red Sea, it's about ointment, specifically a fly in the ointment. This phrase describes a small flaw that ruins something good, from a verse in Ecclesiastes. Dead flies cause the ointment of the apothecary to send forth a stinking savour. Imagine a single fly landing in your precious ointment could ruin it. A potent metaphor for how even the smallest imperfection could spoil something valuable. Throw down the gauntlet. We journey to the medieval period, a time of knights, chivalry, and, well, throwing things at each other. Throw down the gauntlet means to issue a challenge, originating from the practice of throwing down a gauntlet. A knight would throw his gauntlet at his opponent's feet to declare a duel. To pick up the gauntlet meant to accept the challenge. Talk about high stakes. Run the gamut. From knights and armor we move to a different kind of scale, the musical kind. Run the gamut means to cover an entire range or spectrum. Gamut comes from the medieval musical term gamma ut, referring to the lowest note on the musical scale. Today, we use it to describe covering a wide range of anything. Between Scylla and Charybdis. Hold on tight, because our next idiom takes us on a wild ride through Greek mythology. Between Scylla and Charybdis means being caught between two equally dangerous situations. The idiom comes from Homer's Odyssey, where Odysseus navigates a narrow strait guarded by two monsters. On one side was Scylla, a six-headed sea monster, and on the other side was Charybdis, a whirlpool swallowing entire ships. Hobson's choice. From mythical monsters to a real-life horse trader, our next idiom is about the illusion of choice. Hobson's choice means you're given no real choice at all. The idiom comes from a 16th century stable owner, Thomas Hobson, who rented horses but only let customers take the horse nearest the stable door. The Sword of Damocles. Our next idiom takes us to ancient Sicily and a cautionary tale about the perils of power. The Sword of Damocles refers to living under constant threat or danger, even if in a position of power or privilege. Damocles, a courtier, was invited to a banquet by King Dionysius, who hung a sharp sword above his head to illustrate the danger of power. Fiddling while Rome burns. Our next idiom takes us back to ancient Rome and a legendary fire that consumed the city. Fiddling while Rome burns describes someone indifferent to a serious situation, choosing instead to focus on trivial matters. The idiom is often attributed to the Roman Emperor Nero, though historians debate if he played a fiddle during the Great Fire of Rome in 64 AD. Pyrrhic Victory. Sometimes victory comes at a great cost, and that's what our next idiom, a Pyrrhic Victory, captures. It refers to a win with such heavy losses that it's barely a victory. The idiom originates from King Pyrrhus of Epirus, a Greek general who fought battles against the Romans in the 3rd century BC. Hoist with his own petard. Our next idiom takes us to the world of Shakespearean drama and explosive imagery. Hoist with his own petard means to be caught in your own trap or harmed by your own plan. The idiom originates from Shakespeare's play Hamlet, where a petard was a small bomb used in warfare. Casting pearls before swine. From Shakespeare, we move to a more metaphorical realm with casting pearls before swine. This idiom, with its biblical roots, warns against offering something valuable to those who won't appreciate it. The phrase comes from the Sermon on the Mount in the Gospel of Matthew, where Jesus says, "Do not give what is holy to the dogs, nor cast your pearls before swine." Beard the lion in his den. Our next idiom takes us back to a time when confronting a lion was common and dangerous. Beard the lion in his den means to confront someone powerful on their own turf. The imagery is vivid. Imagine venturing into a lion's den and challenging it head-on. Come a cropper. Hold on tight, this next idiom is a bumpy ride. Come a cropper means to experience a sudden, often embarrassing failure or downfall. The idiom's origins lie in British equestrian terminology, where to come a cropper meant being thrown from a horse head first. Ride roughshod over. From horseback riding, we move to a metaphorical trampling with ride roughshod over. This idiom describes acting without regard for others, often in a domineering or insensitive way. Roughshod referred to horseshoes with protruding nails, providing better grip on slippery surfaces. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Our next idiom offers sage advice. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. It means don't be too critical, questioning, or unappreciative when someone gives you something for free. The idiom's origins are rooted in horse trading, where examining a horse's teeth was seen as impolite. A sop to Cerberus. Our journey takes us deep into the underworld, the realm of Hades in Greek mythology. A sop to Cerberus means a bribe or concession to get past a difficult situation. According to mythology, a sop, a type of honey cake, was given to Cerberus to distract him and allow passage into the underworld. Mad as a hatter. From the underworld to the world of hats, our next idiom, mad as a hatter, describes someone utterly insane or behaving eccentrically. In the 18th and 19th centuries, hat makers used mercury in their craft, leading to a condition called erethism. This caused neurological damage, including tremors, mood swings, and hallucinations. Beyond the pale. Our next idiom takes us back to a time of physical boundaries and less metaphorical ones. Beyond the pale means something unacceptable or outside social norms. The pale refers to a physical boundary, like the English Pale in medieval Ireland. As happy as a sandboy. Let's lighten the mood with a cheerful idiom. As happy as a sandboy describes someone extremely content and carefree. In 19th century England, sandboys sold sand and often spent their wages at pubs, so as happy as a sandboy captures that feeling of pure joy after a hard week's work. I have an albatross around one's neck. Our penultimate idiom takes us on a literary journey. To have an albatross around one's neck means to carry a burden of guilt, a mistake from the past that haunts the present. The idiom originates from Samuel Taylor Coleridge's poem, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Know which side your bread is buttered on. We end our linguistic adventure with an idiom about self-interest and practicality. To know which side your bread is buttered on means to understand your advantage and act accordingly. It paints a picture of someone who knows the buttered side is tastier and more desirable. And there you have it, 20 rare idioms, each a linguistic time capsule revealing glimpses into history, culture, and the human experience. Which idiom intrigued you the most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more linguistic adventures. Until next time, stay curious. Goodbye.